Hey everyone. Alright, welcome to another video. Um, Today I am gonna talk about something. Um, alright, so as you can see from the title, um, as you can see from the title, um, you know, yeah, um, I'm just gonna be talking about something because, um, well, yeah, I'm gonna talk about the projecting assumptions, but I'm just trying to get out of the state of being that I'm currently in, um, because it's just complete worthlessness, and yeah, I just can't stand it, to be honest. Um, so yeah, so like there's a lot of things I have to do. Um, like I gotta do college assignments, I got taxes to do, I got a lot of shit going on I gotta do, but I just can't get myself to do them right now because I'm just so uh, drained right now in this moment. Um, um, yeah. So anyway, I'm just so drained in this moment, but uh, and so something that has kind of been going on is that today I'm feeling really shitty um, overall. Um, but um, but in the past days I haven't really been like that because it's kind of just it's a survival thing um, that I'm just um, um, in it. Yeah, I really do have a lot of things in mind that are uplifting. But well, but anyway, but back to what I was saying. Basically, I'm just like in this constant state of worthlessness, and being in that state of worthlessness, that's just something that, um, um, yeah, all I can say is just that, um, I think that's like it's something that is just like you cannot be in that state of being and like just feel fine with it. It is like it's like a literal just um like dehumanization where I'm dehumanized and I'm just completely like it's hard to I'm trying to find the way to describe it, but it's like in that state of being, I am essentially just like a part of my life and humanity is gone, and it, yeah, I mean, it's just so it's just like a state of complete and utter death of meaning and worthlessness that I just can't stand it. So I have to. So basically, it's like I developed my psyche, developed strength in that, because it was suffering from that always for weeks and weeks, um, and it just kind of like it is a survival thing in that, like, that is death, that is living death basically to experience that. So in order to not die and to be alive and to survive, my psyche kind of developed this strength and this determination to get out of it. And that's why, like, the past few days I was feeling better in that psychological, you know, strength that was bred in me through the just that inhumane conditions, um, that like, yeah, that just like, that kind of just propelled me to where I could actually avoid the worthlessness. And yeah, so anyway, but despite that, and I was, I was avoiding it, so thus I was feeling a lot better for several days. But today it's like everything just crashed down and everything just went horrible. I just feel that complete death of meaning and like no energy, will to do anything kind of again. But but I but there is still, the fact that I'm making this video shows that there's I'm not just completely out. Um, like I want to do this because this is actually something I was going to do. This was something I was going to talk about, but I just never got to it. So I just thought, like, since that I don't have anything else I'm currently doing in the moment, I may as well just do this. Um, but essentially, it's a psychological um, thing I've noticed in other people and even myself. Um, so I've been aware of it in myself and in other people. But it's this thing where, um, basically they project assumptions. It's like our human minds can just see something and then we can interpret it or think that it means something when, like, the nature of it is sensical to um think that like it's sensical to think that, in the sense of like the actual objective information that the mind is processing, um does, like, it provides a, it makes it to where, like, it's the basis, of it. Well, yeah, so it's like the basis of it. Um, yeah, it's the basis of it. Um, yeah, so let me give an example. I visited a church, and I visited it yesterday, but this was actually the time before. Um, the same church actually I was talking about in the on my trip to the ER video. Um, but basically, basically this church, um, basically a guy, like, I was having a like a panic attack where I was just overwhelmed. I like couldn't even speak. So I was just suffering from that. And so, I was like, obviously everything was really intense in me. So he saw that and he thought, okay, so he just saw it and then he thought that it meant, and then he just interpreted it and assumed that was the reason why I was like that. So when just like I didn't say anything that even implied that or could cause it to happen, but basically, or yeah, implied that could give, like, there's nothing that was any proof of that. But basically, he just assumed that I was a drug addict. He assumed I was a drug addict. When that's not the case. I've never taken a drug in my life. I've never drinking alcohol. I've never smoked once in my life. And honestly, I never will. Um, because I just have no interest in it. But yeah, so that was just um, yeah, that was just what went on. So anyway, so it's kind of a psychological that's just a that's a psychological error, because in every situation the only thing you know is what you see in front of you. And if you just have a thought, or you're thinking, okay, well, maybe this is because of this, or this caused that, and maybe that's the reason why. Like, the only thing you know is what's in front of you. So if nothing objectively proves that your reasoning is the case, then that's just in your head. That's not an objective reality. But people will not. People can, and I've done it too, actually. But we can assume things, and we can like not see the difference between what's in our minds and what's something in front of us that we can actually objectively know and determine that. So yeah, that's basically the idea. Um, like I told someone that I knew something, and then she heard what I said, and then she just like took it, and then she had, okay, so he says this, so then it must mean this and this, but I didn't say that. That was just her assumption, and then she thought she didn't, in that moment she was not aware that it was just what she assumed as opposed to something that I actually revealed to her. She didn't even know the difference. So that's like where that's the stupidity aspect. So that's like stupidity. And so anyway, so yeah, so I think it's just important to just anything you're observing, anything you're hearing, anything you're seeing, um, the only thing you know is what you hear, what you feel, um, what's in front of you. But so that's something that I need to work on, and I need to practice, is just seeing something and just looking at what it is as opposed to projecting my own assumptions onto something. Because that's where you become stupid if you project it and you misunderstand and you think that your projection is the actual reality of it when it's just in your head. Then that's the stupidity, and that's like really where I need to avoid that. I need to just take things as they are. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So not, I don't think that's very complicated to understand. But yeah, my body temperature is really hot right now. Um, my body temperature is really hot. Yeah, and because I experienced this pain and this just imbalance in me, then sometimes I don't have the will to just fight against it, or to, yeah, sometimes I don't have the will to actually change it, do things to change it. So I don't have the will to do things to change it, and I just kind of do something to soothe it, which in this case is like overeating, like binge eating. Um, I just do that, and it's just like a comfort thing. So, um, no, no, but yeah. So it it sucks. It really does suck. But yeah. So yeah. Anyway, my body temperature is really hot, and um, everywhere, and I just don't have energy to mentally concentrate at the moment. But anyway, I have work to do. Like I said, I got taxes, I got college, I got all this shit to do. There's always stuff to do, honestly. So if I'm not doing it, it's just it needs to be done, and it's just not getting done. Um, but anyway, so yeah. Anyway, all right. Um, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, then that's pretty impressive. Anyway, cheers.